Hey everybody, it's Nicole here, and I am working as a guest designer today for the Hip Kit Club. And this is the kits that I'm working with. It's a 2023 May main kit, embellishment kit, and cardstock kit. And this video is going to feature some techniques that I like to use on some of my layouts. Here is the page that I'm going to be making. I start with the Let's Find Sunshine page, the mango and lime cardstock pages, and the stroll in the meadow from the main kit. And I'm going to fussy cut the stroll in the meadow and the Let's Find Sunshine pages from the main kit. And that's going to be my first technique that I use on this layout. It is one of my favorite things to do. That's one of the things that I love about Hip Kit Club, is that they always have a floral that I can fussy cut in the main kit. So as you can see there, I just fussy cut that. I'm going to fussy cut this one as well, just to show you kind of how I do it. As you can see, I don't really use move my scissors around. I just move the paper that I'm doing to fussy cut, and then I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to fussy cut all of those, and then I'm going to start working on my main page. So I thought that I would use the mango and the lime cardstock from the cardstock kit, and I do wind up using the mango, but instead of the lime, like you'll see here, I bring those both in to see which one I want to use, but instead I wind up going in a different direction and bringing in the berry color. Here it is. So that one was nice and soft and bright, so I thought I would just go ahead and use this for my background. So now I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut these different, there we go again, I just did it off camera. All of these different stripes, and I do not have any fancy fringe scissors, so what I do is I just use my scissors and fringe it up just like that. And again, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do all of these separately, but I just wanted to give you the gist of what I like to do and how I like to do my fringes, because I don't have the fancy scissors. So if you don't have the fancy scissors, you can still do fringe. And then another tip that I do for my fringe is I distress the edges before I do the fringe, and that way it just gives it a little bit more texture. And then I go back and forth and ruffle up the edges. As you can see, they look kind of ruffled, and that's just how I like to make my fringes. And then I'm going to go ahead and build up that diamond shape on my background here. And I'm going to go ahead and why can't I think of it? Pop it up with this dimensional foam squares. And I wanted to make some of them wonky, but I really should have placed them out before I did that, because I wanted to make them all pretty similar in length away from each other. So what I do is I just build up the triangle. This part is a triangle. And then here I think I realized that I fringed the wrong side of my strip, so I had to go back in and get another strip and distress it, fussy cut it, distress it, and then fringe it. If I didn't make it clear that fringe was my other technique that I like to use. I actually don't use it very often, but I do love the way that it looks, so that is why I'm using fringe on this page for a technique. So yeah, I went ahead and I redid that strip, and now I'm putting it back down on the page there. And then I'm going to do the rest of these as well. And while I'm doing those, I just want to remind you that all of the kits that I'm using in this video are going to be linked down below, so check those out. And if you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to Hip Kit Club YouTube channel because it always has fun and interesting things on it. And don't forget to hit the bell, that way you are notified when there's any new videos. So here I'm gonna go back in, and these polka dotted ones were actually on the other side, they're pink. So I didn't want the pink stripes and the pink background to be kind of clashing or it to get lost. So I used the opposite side, which is the polka dots, which I think is really cute anyway. And I just went and made those a little bit wonky. And now I'm bringing in my photo, and to mat my photo, I'm going to use the mango cardstock from the cardstock kit. And then I go ahead and distress both of those. Distressing is another technique that I love to use as well. And now I'm gonna go ahead and start laying out my page here. The first thing I do is I want to go ahead and put down my picture since I know where it's gonna go, and since all of those stripes or strips are all popped up, I'm gonna pop up my picture as well. So at first I'm thinking I'm just gonna do 2 clusters, one over up in the upper left and then one down in the lower right, and then I decide that I want to do 3 clusters. I don't know why I decided that, but I do decide that, and these are going to be the 3 clusters here. So now I'm just working in all of my as many flowers as I can so that it looks pretty balanced and pleasing to the eye. And now I'm going to bring in the embellishment kit, and the first thing I'm going to use are these wood veneer floral stickers. They are very, very pretty, and I'm using the leaves to just enhance my clusters. Then I'm bringing in these chipboard stickers. I'm going to bring in these hexagons so that those are there. And then I'm going to bring in the cardstock phrase and floral die cuts as soon as I get these on the page. I'm using, again, some dimensional foam squares to pop those up and bring them to the level that they need to be. I'm also using some glue to just go ahead and secure that. Oh, I do add some of these black hearts to the clusters as well near the hexagons. And this one in the middle, I thought, oh, I'm gonna move it. I don't like it there. And then when I tried to move it, it just came off of the back, so it's really sticky. So I just had to glue that back down. So now I'm bringing in those cardstock phrase and floral die cuts, and I do find my title, which is happiness, here, and I find a little tab to go at the top of my picture, and each little cluster is going to get a sentiment as well, and they're all with the foil, so it's hard to read what they say. I don't even remember what they say as of right now. I'll be right back and I will let you know what those say. Okay, so the one in the top says incredible. The one in the middle left of the page says lovely. And the one down in the lower right, that one says weekend vibes. So I do pull out the cardstock die cuts from the main kit. I do not find anything that I wanted to go in these that would actually enhance them. So I have all of those waiting for my next page. And after that, let's see what I'm going to bring in next. Oh, I'm working on that weekend vibe scene where I want to put it. So I go ahead and I distress these with my finger. That's another way you can distress things, is with your fingernail. Or you can use your scissors, or like me, if you have a distress tool, there are lots available in the market these days. So I'm sure that you can find one. And So I go ahead and I put those down. And the next thing I'm going to bring out, let's see. Oh, I'm still distressing. I'm going to distress the title as well, and I'm going to pop it up on foam off of my photo, so it's going to be the highest thing on my layout here. So I do look at these puffy stickers and I decide no. I bring out these silver glitter foam stickers, and I use some of the little circles in my my clusters. I think that I use 3 or 4 in each cluster. As you can see there, that's where I'm just tucking, every one of them I tuck behind something, and it just adds a perfect little hint of glitter on the page. It's really cute. It's really cute. Like it's really sparkly. So it's, if you got these, you're gonna love them, and if you got the main kit, you got them. I take a look at these epoxy or enamel, and they're not for me. And then I bring out the alphas in the main kit to finish off my title, which is Happiness to Go. This is a picture of all of my scrapbooking stuff packed up, ready for retreat. So yes, it is definitely Happiness to Go. And then to finish off this page, I'm just going to add some splatters with some white acrylic paint. That is another technique that I like to use on my pages, and I like to just splatter with lots of different mediums. If you get the mixed media kit, there's usually some kind of media that you can use for splatters. I go ahead and add my journaling. I like to always handwrite my journaling, and I always love to include an XOXO on my page. And that's going to be it. Here are all the close-ups. Don't forget, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Hip Kit Club YouTube, and also hit the bell. I'm going to have all the links for the kits down in the descriptions, and any other information that you need about Hip Kit Club is also down in the description, so don't forget to check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.